Hey everybody, Asghar with Gents. Today I'm coming at you with a fragrance review of a fragrance that you've probably never heard of from a fragrance house that you've also probably never heard of. This company actually reached out to me on Instagram and asked me if I wanted to do a review of their fragrances. So I said, sure, I've never heard of these, let me go ahead and check them out. And I let them know beforehand that I was going to be completely honest in the review, as always. I'm gonna let you know both the positives and the negatives here. So let's jump right into it. Let's check out the presentation. Here's the box that Funoon comes in. It opens up like so, and then the bottle sits right inside here. Got a fuzzy, semi-velvety feel. You can see this diamond pattern that it's got goes all the way around the box. There's the bottom and the top, not anything going on there. On the back you've got some ingredient information, and I should mention that I didn't find a batch code anywhere on the box or the bottle. Here you have the bottle as faux blue gemstones, again in kind of a diamond pattern with a large faux blue gemstone on the cap. And this is metal, as you can hear. So the bottle has a good amount of heft to it. The cap slides into place, it does not click into place. You have the name of the house here on the top of the cap, and you have their logo here on the top of the atomizer. Atomizer on this is actually really solid. Check this out. Dior-esque. On the bottom you have a sticker which just has size and concentration. There you've got it. Presentation for Asghar Ali Funoon. Funoon. It's got a nice presentation overall, I'd say. And the bottle actually reminds me a little bit of the Vince Commuto bottles. I think you can see what I'm talking about there. Both are fairly thick glass that you can see through on the bottom, and it just reminded me of that. Some of you out there are gonna find this really gaudy, really cheesy, kind of tacky, and others of you out there are gonna think that this looks really cool. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Enough about the presentation though, let's go ahead and talk about this scent really quickly. The note breakdown here is gonna give you a decent idea of how this one smells. Also gonna give you a good idea of who this scent is trying to appeal to. Off the top, you've got lavender, mandarin, and apple, with the mid of patchouli, dry amber, and cedar, and by dry amber, they mean ambroxan, and a base of vanilla, leather, and oak moss. This to me smells 100% like a designer, people-pleasing, mass-appealing scent. And honestly, it's very similar to some other very popular designer scents. It's really close to Paco Rabanne's Invictus. Almost like you take Invictus and mix it with a little bit of Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. That is this, Funoon. Maybe you could say that it smells like a higher quality Invictus with a little bit of L'Homme, and I could get with that. Substantial amount of lavender off the top, very fresh lavender, almost like a wet or clean lavender. More apple than mandarin. I don't really get too much citrus here. And as it dries down, it's mainly that dry amber or ambroxan, mixing with the vanilla and the remnants of the top notes. So it smells good, it smells nice, it's something that could pull compliments, it's something that you can wear really easily. But again, it's gonna fall right in line with Invictus and lots of the other designer releases that have come out over the last few years. So it's hard for me to really get impressed. Kind of similar to Dunhill Icon Racing in that aspect, where it smells really nice, it smells modern, fresh, people-pleasing. But smells like you just took a few other fragrances that are really popular and took little pieces from it and then said, oh, we've got a brand new fragrance here. Basically, that's what this is, only again leaning much closer to the Paco Rabanne Invictus side of things. Performance is good on me, 7+ hours each time I've worn it, so nothing to complain about there. Projection best in the first hour and a half or so. Not a beast, but 100% gets the job done, no complaints about performance. This one's gonna be pretty close to being an all-season fragrance. For me, probably best in spring and fall, where you don't really have extremes of really high heat or really low temperatures. But you could pull it off in any season. Just adjust your sprays accordingly up or down. And it does smell more casual than anything else to me because again, it's one of those sweet fragrances that appeals to younger guys a lot of times. You know, club wear, hanging out with friends, going out casually on the town, stuff like that. You could wear it in the office, but I wouldn't go too heavy, and I wouldn't wear it formally. So all of that sounds okay. You've got a decent presentation. The atomizer on this works really well. Performance is good. It smells good, people-pleasing, but uninspired. Really similar to other fragrances that honestly you can get really cheap nowadays. That's where the big drawback is here. It's a really big one. The price. You can get this from MrandMissPerfumes.com. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. 100 ml bottle like this. It's the only size it comes in. $199.95. So yeah, 200 bucks. You're paying full-on niche prices. At discounters, you can get Amouage, you can get Creed, lots and lots of other niche houses as well for less than that. So that's a killer, in my opinion, an absolute no-go killer. Because $200, you have to have a fragrance that is really, really great at what it's doing, or is very, very unique. You know, kind of a one-of-a-kind type fragrance, or something that just smells so great that you overlook that price to pick it up. This is not that. $200 for a 100 ml bottle that smells really similar to Paco Rabanne Invictus. I can't justify it. So that's the killer. Everything else pretty nice, but I checked online. Can't really find anywhere else that you can pick this up for less. So if you're interested in this, that's what you're gonna have to pay. So there we go. If you smelled this one, let me know what you think about it. Again, if you're interested, I'll leave the link in the description. But I don't suggest you guys blind buy it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.